Hello everyone, welcome back to Minecraft, where in this video, I'm going to be fixing my Moon Knight creation thing that I made in the last video. Now what I mean by this is that this here is currently the Mr. Knight outfit. That this doesn't look like Mr. Knight at all, like it just looks like a fancier Moon Knight, which I guess that's what Mr. Knight is. This here's the Mr. Knight outfit, it doesn't look like Mr. Knight at all. So what's my solution to this? Make a new custom. So the reason that I didn't use this head in the last video is because I literally couldn't. It wasn't there when I made the last video. And then I'm just gonna keep the Moon Knight look, but now this outfit looks a lot better. And all I'll have to do to improve the outfit is remove all of this text, which is for the Moon Knight head. Now all of that is removed and then paste this in. And it doesn't want to work. But now that's fixed, and then I'll change the name here to be Mr. Knight. Yes, okay, much better. And then another thing that I'll do is that I'll go here and then do this. And this will then give the chest plate a lot more armor. Now Moon Knight is basically invincible, but Mr. Knight can still feel pain and stuff, so I'll change it to 8.5 bars because Mr. Knight, like, he is weaker than Moon Knight, than the Moon Knight suit, just needs half an armor bar to be full, so then I'll change the 13 to be 14. Now it's got a full armor bar because Moon Knight is pretty darn strong. So that's already the first thing done. Now what's the next one? Change the Mr. Knight to be when on half health. Now this is one of the biggest mistakes I made in the first video, because I thought that the Moon Knight suit you couldn't really control when it was gonna go on and off, or you could kind of control it, but not really. But then the Mr. Knight suit you could control. But as I found out like 3 seconds after publishing the video, no, Moon Knight is the suit that gets summoned when Mark is in control, and Mr. Knight is the suit that gets summoned when Steven is in control. Now there's a couple of things I could do with that information. The first thing is that I could take a trigger command. I could like switch between the identities. Then when you get on below half health, if you then got the Mark identity, you then turn into Moon Knight, and if you've got the Steven identity, you turn into Mr. Knight. Or I could have it so that it's just a 50-50 chance whether to have the Moon Knight suit or the Mr. Knight suit on when you get on below half health. But I won't do that option because Mark and Steven, they can kind of choose when to change. It's like Steven is like, hey, yeah, Mark, please come and save our body and stuff, and then Mark is like, yeah, sure, and then he transforms into Moon Knight and just kicks everyone's butts. So first I'll add in the Mark Steven swap command, which is gonna be a trigger. Then I'll change this command block to, instead of being Moon Knight suit, be Mark Steven swap. And then I'll remove the Moon Knight suit scoreboard. So now it should be that when I do Mark Steven swap, that's then 1, and then why was there a sound effect? Right, okay, so then I need to remove this one. Yeah, now we've got the identity swapping, and hopefully also the suits coming on at the right time. So now the Mark Steven swap is at 0. Then I should transform into Moon Knight. Yes, okay. And then I turn into Steven, and then I do it again. And I turn into Moon Knight, yes! Now there is still one more thing I want to test, and that is... oh, okay. I get the crescent moon, even when I'm in the Mr. Knight identity. Let's fix that, and I think it should just be as easy as here. Execute if blah blah blah. If score of at S Mark Steven swap matches 0, then do all of that. So now I'm Mr. Knight, and I can sneak whenever I want and not get any crescent moons. But then if I swap, I can get my crescent moons. And now we actually completed the second and the third thing. So it's changed Mr. Knight to be when on half a heart, or half health, and also make the Steven Mark identities. And then the next one is make the third identity. Now, if you're wondering who the third identity is, well, it's this guy called, I don't remember the name right now because I'm lazy and I don't want to look it up. I saw a theory the other day. Basically, there's a third identity. And that third identity is more brutal and stuff, and also in episode 4, there was a sarcophagus, I think I said that correctly, that was shaking and stuff, but that they didn't open. That may be the third identity. And I really like that theory, even though, you know, it's just a theory, it may not even be canon, but I'm still gonna make it. So you know what that means, I'm gonna spend the next 50 hours on the internet trying to find anything that I could use to help myself.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I've been searching for quite a while now on the internet. If there is like 15 mobs in a radius of 10, then kill some of them and stuff, then I've been searching for it for quite some time now, and I haven't found a single easy solution. I'm just gonna leave this here for now, maybe like mark it or something. Okay, like that, I've just marked it with an end rod. And speaking of end rods, let's make the Mr. Knight identity have beating sticks, because that's something that I forgot about in the last video. He didn't really like use them for anything. He was just like, oh, these are cool and stuff, and then instead of, you know, using them, he just punched the jackal and stuff. I'm gonna make those. Not the jackals, the beating sticks. So now I've just made this end rod right here, which is a beating stick, and it deals 2.5 hearts of damage. I think I'll just make it so that when you first take on the suit, then you just get 2 beating sticks, not using the item command, just using the give command, because the item command can replace items in your inventory, but the give command can't. And now I'm also the Steven identity, so now I do that and I get 2 beating sticks. And then I can take 1 in each hand and I've got the beating stick done. Okay, next one is make Moon Knight be able to glide with his cape. Now, this here was just something that I thought would be sick to make. So basically, what I want to make is that when you're Moon Knight and you're in the air, if you press spacebar whilst in the air, you then get slow falling, which I'm sure is gonna be really easy. It's gonna be the easiest thing in the world, I'm sure, yeah. Okay, I think I've got it working now. So now I can jump from this tree and then land. It's the fastest you can fall without actually falling. So now the gliding with the cape is done, and then it's just the last one, which is make Khonshu be disappointed in you. For example, in episode 1, in the like car chase scene in the cupcake van, there when Steven just like throws the gun onto the other car instead of like, I don't know, shooting it, then it's like, and Khonshu's like, did he just throw the gun? And like you could just hear the disappointment in his voice. I'm gonna make that. So then I'll place down a gold block, put down an armor stand, and name him Khonshu. Then I'll do execute as at E, type armor stand, name Khonshu, yeah, like that. And then actually before that I'll do as at A, if score at S, Moon Knight death matches 1, run, say, did you really just die? And then I'll make that be always active, and then I do first reset the scoreboard, and then a chain command block, which resets Moon Knight death after you die. So then if I do /kill, Khonshu, did you really just die? And then I like that it actually says Khonshu, like when you hover over it, yes, it says armor stand, but like it actually says Khonshu. That's a nice touch. So now this is all of the different things done, and like this is a lot of command blocks. And then when you're using the suit and stuff, you can then have the little like sidebar thing so you know when you're Mark or Steven. But now let's take this creation for a spin. So now let's just summon in some husks like this, maybe a little bit more, and then also some pillagers. And then let's go into survival mode and try and defeat them. So right now I'm Mark, but I haven't got the suit on, and it's like, oh no, I'm just a mercenary, I guess. Why is there so much lag? Okay. And it's like, oh no, I'm doing stuff. But then, boom, I'm Moon Knight. And then, yeah, I can just go around nuking people. And then I can also go, boom, have a crescent moon. Look at this! And I can barely even take damage too. And now I also want to see how Mr. Knight goes. So like that. I've summoned a new army because I just nuked that other one, and then it's like, oh no, I'm just a gift shopist. Then boom, I'm Mr. Knight. Let's take the beating sticks, one in each hand, please. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, and then okay, this is pretty powerful. I'm about to die though. Okay, and now there's just a couple of people left. Nuked him. Everyone's dead. So this will then be it for this video, and I gotta say, I'm now really happy with this. Like before, it was cool. It just wasn't cool enough, but now I'm really happy with this. So I guess this is the end of the video, so bye!